It's so nice to chat again to Riaan Jordan from RJDM, that's Riaan Jordan Digital Marketing here on E-Radio. And today we're tackling TikTok. Most people have it on their phones. If you have an older phone or maybe a phone with not a lot of space or memory, you might have TikTok Lite. But otherwise, TikTok is on most phones nowadays, and it's known for getting your attention and keeping you there for hours watching video after video, because it gets to know what you like, you see, and it dishes up all the things you want to see, video after video, and it's short videos as well, which is quite nice. So today we are looking at TikTok, sort of dissecting TikTok, and who better than to get an expert with us to do so. Riaan, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Ian. Nice to be back. Thank you for all the listeners for the opportunity.
So you agree with me, Riaan, that TikTok is highly, highly addictive?
Absolutely, Ian. It's highly addictive on the one side, which is great for if you want to promote your brand. And on the other side, it's actually quite more work than most people realize. So it's how it goes. Nothing has just got a positive. There's always a little bit of a negative attached to it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to basically just summarize TikTok, I'm just touching lightly on it. For those that doesn't know, TikTok is obviously a short-form video platform. So it's basically all video-based. The main thing here, and I want to just warn our listeners as well, please don't use we've discussed this before as well, please don't use a tick box and say, okay, now I need to get the website, great. Now I need to have Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and it depends on what your business is. So everybody that says you get viral reach on TikTok and everything, it's not quite that simple. It's great for viral trends, and the TikTok is absolutely great for picking up what you like and what you don't like. So that we have to agree with. But what you also should keep in mind is what kind of business and what kind of product are you going to promote. You also have to keep in mind that, yes, on TikTok, there's a large and diverse audience, but the people that's actually buying on TikTok, if I can call it that, is your Gen Z and your younger millennials. So the question is, is that your market? So what I'm saying by that is, if you are a highly 5-star guest house type of thing in Cape Town, on Clifton, then TikTok is most probably not really for you. Whereas if I can give some examples of businesses that TikTok works very well for, your fashion and beauty trends, so your lipsticks, your perfumes, those kind of things. Food and beverage companies, your tech startups works well with it. Fitness also works well. Your entertainment, your music labels and those guys. So in a nutshell, the easiest way to determine whether you want or have to get TikTok for your brand, and I'll use 2 examples. Remember, if you do TikTok, first of all, you have to follow the trends that goes on TikTok. So what music is trending, what challenge is trending, that kind of thing. So it's not you take a video, you put it on TikTok, and now it goes viral. There's quite a few other things that you have to keep in mind. And then obviously the issue there comes in with the video content. I always say to clients, we will do your TikTok for you with the greatest pleasure, but I require 30 video clips before we start. And within 2 weeks, I need the next 30 clips that we have to post for you.
Sure.
That's 60 video clips. So with all due respect, if you own a guest house with 3 rooms, you don't have the content to take 60 videos in 2 months. There's just not enough content. However, if you are a beauty and nail bar, for example, every single client that sits there that's willing that you take a short video clip of before and after nails, that kind of thing, great. You can do as many videos as you like. So just keep it in mind. Don't go and do a checkbox tick type of thing and say, okay, now I'm doing TikTok, because what happens eventually is your TikTok dies a slow death in the background. And if I get to a TikTok account, same as on a Facebook or any other account, and you haven't posted for 6 months, my first question is, are you still in business? So rather not do it if you can't do it consistently.
Yeah, because a lot of times you also see businesses, they'll post a once-off video where all the staff are outside and they're all dancing and doing cute little things, and
That's the challenges
that was
for yeah.
that was somebody's
So,
idea.
the ice bucket challenge that everybody is on.
Yep.
So that's what you need on TikTok to make your clip go viral. So yes, you might have 10 followers or 100 followers, but if you are very lucky, you maybe do an ice bucket challenge that is really funny or out of the ordinary, and you use those hashtags. Plus, you add the music that's trending at the moment on TikTok to that video, and then yes, you've got a good chance that it might go viral. But it's not just take a photo of the nails that you done today, post it on TikTok, and then you've got 1 million views. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been great if it worked like that.
Awesome.
So you got to look. So you got to look at trends and also the music that's currently trending as well. If you have that in the background or featured in your video, it helps the video's popularity, basically.
Absolutely. TikTok's actually got a function where you can go and sort of investigate the current trends. So, say for example, today is Ice Bucket Challenge, and I don't know, whichever song you want to pick for that. So you have to go and do a little bit of research to see what's the trends, what's the upcoming trends, what's the type of music playing or trending, and then sort of create content around that challenge.
Okay, so
if you wanted to go crazy, that's why. Otherwise, you can take videos and post it up. But if you just do videos normally and post it, you'll most probably get a higher reach than what you get on Facebook and Instagram. But at the end of the day, you're not going to go viral and get millions of likes necessarily.
And then obviously everybody wants to end up on the For You feed or the For You page or whatever on TikTok, because that's where people discover you, even those who don't follow you.
That's right.
So it's obviously this app's obviously got a very powerful algorithm, Riaan.
Very much. I mean, there's controversy where it was banned because it's collecting information and all that kind of stuff, which is a whole different conversation. But the one thing that did got right was to, it learns your likes and dislikes and everything. But I mean, Facebook and Instagram and those ones do the same thing as well. So it's not unique to TikTok. It's just that TikTok is a bit more optimized for if you do the challenges and you do that, because it's mass content that gets created then.
So what kind of businesses would you recommend TikTok to? What industries?
Industries, I would say anybody that generates content or that can generate content on a regular level. So products is any product that you got. So any one of those is a good one. Entertainment, usually like your music labels, movie studios, that kind of thing works very well. If you're a photographer, for example, you can take short video clips of the sunset that you've just photographed or whatever, so you can convert that into a video. Some of your educational platforms does very well on TikTok. And like I say, as long as it's sort of a brand or a product that you can promote, like I say, video, the easiest way to ask yourself, should I be on TikTok or not, is can I create 30 videos right now? Or do I have 30 videos right now of whatever business or industry you're in? And can I maintain doing that kind of content indefinitely?
Yeah. And Riaan, how do you feel about the so-called lives on TikTok that people are doing?
It's all basically, it's the same as let me put it this way. I don't know if you guys know, but there's at the moment, with AI and everything that comes in, there is a massive shortage. Remember, we always used to do, I'm talking from a photographer point of now, a photographer viewpoint. We always do something in either landscape and very few of it in portrait. Everything used to be orientated for landscape photography. We've gotten used to it now. Everything has moved to square at the moment. So Square works on Facebook, Square works on Instagram, everything. So at the moment, what the guys are, or what AI is looking for very much is portrait videos. In other words, like if you look at your phone, and we're talking about the upright videos, if I can call it that. Because obviously there's not that much. And that's another reason why the algorithms, if I can put it to you this way, if you go even on Facebook and you post a landscape video versus a portrait video, the portrait video, I can guarantee you will get more likes for the simple reason that there's a shortage of content in portrait format. But if you look at TikTok and those ones and you do your videos, most of those, or 90% of those, are done in portrait. And that's another reason why your reach on those things are so high.
Yeah, because then it fits in perfectly with the phone, because if it's landscape, then you've got the black, it's like sort of zoomed out and you see wider, but there's the black on top and the black at the bottom, and it just doesn't really work for that format.
That's right.
Yeah, I see.
And another thing, if your business, let's say, just use I don't know if I can name brands, but let's just say a very well-known tacky brand, for example. If you have the budget to work with influencers on TikTok, great. Then you will go most probably viral very quickly. But those influencers come at a very steep price. I got a quote the other day for somebody that would have done 4 posts for me in the USA. And the quote came in at $10,000 for those four posts.
Hectic.
So if you've got that kind of budget to throw around, then great. Then, like I say, go for it. But influencers, like I say, they do work depending on your brand. But not everybody has got that kind of budget to pay for them.
Exactly. And, I actually think I'm sort of a recovering addict when it comes to TikTok. So I actually, when was it? Earlier this year, I just deleted it because it was so time consuming. And yes. I was finding that I wasn't sleeping at night or sleeping as much as I should because I was up watching these videos one after the other because of how addictive it is and really liking what I'm seeing, but not healthy. Not healthy.
Yeah, no. And you must also remember, like I say, and I don't mean any disrespect to Gen Z or the millennials at all, but have you ever bought anything on TikTok?
Nope.
There you go. So, yes, for brand awareness, it's great, but it doesn't necessarily convert into sales.
Yeah.
So before you do TikTok, you must be 100% sure that your e-commerce on your website is working properly, so that if you do get somebody's attention and they do click on the link, that it takes you directly to where you can buy it. Most people, and I'm saying, if I'm generalizing now, most people about 35 and up, we use it just for the funny stuff on TikTok, which is great, but it doesn't convert into sales.
Yeah, and that's what keeps you up at night, those funny stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's great to watch the stuff and everything, but like I say, there's no monetary value to it as a company. Yeah. Unless you do your planning properly before you launch.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, Riaan, thank you so much. This was very insightful. Now we understand TikTok a bit better, and I'm sure that our listeners now have a better idea of whether it will work for their business or not. To me, it sounds like a very big commitment to create content, and if you don't have a dedicated person for this, I mean, this could be a problem. If somebody else, if you give it to somebody who's doing something else and that's their full-time job in the company, I mean, then you're going to have trouble creating new content all the time. It's going to become a headache. But if you have a dedicated person, Yeah.
Sorry, I need to make one last comment here. We get it as a social media company. And remember, when I say we do social media, we concentrate on the smaller businesses, not big corporates. So we find it daily. Who's your social media manager? No, my accountant or the girl that does my books. Now, if you're going to give TikTok to the girl that does your books, I would really think twice, with all due respect to the bookkeepers. Bookkeeping is a absolutely logical thinking, and then you have to do a creative video on the side. That doesn't work. So, like you say, you need somebody dedicated if you want to go to this channel.
But also, they don't have time for it.
Yourself.
Yeah, they don't have dedicated time for it. So, don't expect a lot of good videos from that person who's actually supposed to be crunching numbers.
Exactly. I think it's unfair towards the bookkeeper as well.
Exactly.
To a certain extent, because that's like I say, it's chalk and cheese, Yeah. If you gave it to your marketing manager, maybe, or your salesperson that works with the product at least, but to give it to somebody that's, number crunching for your company, just because they might have an hour or a day extra that they can do something, it's not the way to go.
Yeah, and also don't think just because they're younger than the other staff that they will be able to pull it off. It does not necessarily mean, maybe they know how to use it better, but it doesn't mean they're going to pull it off exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah. And at the end of the day, if you do any of these social media things, you wanted to convert into sales, because otherwise why would you be taking videos just for fun? So the end goal post of all of these things is to either get them to click to your website or to generate a sale inside of the platform. And if you don't tick those two boxes first, the entertainment value comes later. It's great if you can make it entertaining, but the only reason you're actually doing it is to grow your business. And it is time consuming. So be careful before you just start and launch it.
Exactly. And that's TikTok in a nutshell. Thank you so much to you, Riaan Jordan. Tell us quickly, how do we get in touch with you at RJDM?
Thank you very much, Ian. The easiest way is we've got a website, rjdm.co.za. All our contact details is on there.
Perfect. And then next week we'll discuss another video platform. This is a bit of a different one. This is the original one, and it's still around and still doing well, YouTube. So that's what we're talking about next week. Riaan, thank you so much.
No problem. It's close to Adrian, which is my real name, so we'll answer to any name.
Woo! I need a weekend. Thank you so much.
Attention business owners and entrepreneurs. Are you ready to take your online presence to new heights? Look no further than Riaan Jordan Marketing, your one-stop solution for all your digital needs. Whether it's a stunning website, top-notch hosting services, eye-catching graphic designs, or social media marketing to boost your online presence, we can help. Our dedication to excellence and a track record of success is what sets us apart. Riaan Jordan Marketing is trusted by both South African and international clients, delivering results that speak for themselves. Don't miss out on the opportunity to transform your online presence. Contact Riaan Jordan Marketing today and let us turn your digital dreams into reality. Visit our website at rjdm.co.za or give us a call at 087 1488 408. Riaan Jordan Marketing. Your success is our priority.